this other story about this company, Space Perspectives, that is created this space balloon, and it kind of caught my imagination because obviously they had a nice little 3D graphic of this huge balloon lifting a pod, up into what they claim is space. And I thought it was an intriguing idea from the perspective of doing it without a rocket, doing it without an aircraft, and it almost is like a ride in a way, because you're given the amount that it would cost to go into one of these things, just like it would if you're catching your Virgin Galactic flight or whatever. It's going to be expensive, but at least with the balloon, it's 2 hours to get up there, probably another couple of hours to get down, so it's a proper ride, and you probably get to spend more time up there having a look at the view and whatever. I thought it was quite intriguing. To be honest, I'm a little bit scared of, the safety aspect. I'm sure they've got it covered, but I don't know. Maybe I'd want to see, a lot of quality and assurance testing before I was even going to try it myself.
Well, I don't know. I think this is actually a relatively safe way to do it. I think, the concept of space, of course, the Kármán line is 100 kilometers in the air. The US regards space at 80 Ks above us, and this is going, I think, only about, is it 20 or 30,000 Ks high? So it's not really to the edge of space. It is relatively safe, though, in that you won't need rockets launching you, and probably if something fails, if they've got a parachute on the top capsule, you'll be able to make it back down quite safely.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how, would it become an option amongst many kind of thing? I guess until, I don't know, the space elevators come into play, and we can just transition to the space station and go out into the solar system or whatever. It's an interesting alternative, I guess, as another option for doing this sort of thing.
Look, I think it'd be a marvellous way to get a great view of Earth. There's no question about that. A bit tenuous as to whether or not it actually qualifies as space. And I think the balloon really only goes roughly to about the same height as, I think, Felix Baumgartner set the world record a few years ago for Red Bull, where he jumped out of a balloon at around that height all the way back down to Earth. That's a video you should check out if you haven't seen it. But, so sure, it's getting up to the upper edges of the atmosphere. The space, I'm not so sure. But, gee, if it was at the right price, I could well see myself going up.
And regardless, it'll be one hell of a view, I'm sure.
It'd be awesome. And you'd be a little bit closer to space than everyone else down on Earth. It's still 2 or 3 times higher than a jet.